I'm No Banner. This is a little update video. I will be taking a break from all this stuff. This wasn't exactly my choice. I'm being forced to by my family because we're going on vacation. And so I'm not really gonna be able to, I don't know, yell into a microphone for a while. Uh, and I'll probably not be able to edit as much either. I'll try to keep up with my other channel, Doug Haters, because that's way easier to do. I don't have to be crazy. I just maybe I'll find like a night where I can edit quite a bit and then put that out there. Uh, Probably still possible. But for this, I'm gonna be taking a break for an entire month. Actually, it's we're going to Poland because we are Polish. I'm Polish and I live in Iceland, so we're gonna go back to Poland for a month to see a lot of family and stuff. So that's all of July is gonna be that. So I'm not gonna be there at all for July for streaming or this channel, and then I'm gonna come back in August and things will change. I've taken this little thing that is forced upon me as a way to think about stuff. And then I thought about stuff and I was like, you know what? I want to change stuff. Stuff? This is stuff right here. Stuff is a little, I don't like how stuff is right now, okay? Stuff is kind of good, but stuff is not really working. So I'm going to do a different stuff. Now, the problem with stuff is that it's been getting like no views, especially recently. Not sure if something changed or whatever, but I don't get any views, and I know why. And I tried to ignore this, or at least to be like I'm special at first. But the problem is the stuff is not focused enough. Well, I do gaming challenges, right? But they're very variety. It's always a different game. But I've realized that doesn't work, and I thought maybe I could beat it by, like, because I had a niche. I had a niche of goofy gaming challenges, but it wasn't niche enough, I think, to succeed. I think it's really hard to succeed on YouTube these days without a pretty narrow niche. So I'm gonna niche down to a specific game, The Binding of Isaac. One problem I initially had with this was in the past, Binding of Isaac has lagged when I streamed it, which is weird because it's pixels. Why would it do that? But I've recently fixed that, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. But why The Binding of Isaac? Well, firstly, it's my favorite game of all time. It's amazing. I mean, it's a great game. Secondly, there's a lot to do. Okay, I think it's a very expansive game where you can come up with a lot of gaming challenges, especially with the help of one of my favorite mods. It's the rules, which allows you to do a little if state. It's kind of like coding for idiots. So yeah, I'm gonna be using that a lot, and I think that's gonna be fun. It's just an endless game that I think it can get a lot of juice out of. I can milk the game. And it also has a pretty active fan base, I would say, and I think I could get some views there. I mean, some of my most viewed videos have been Isaac. So yeah. And thirdly, I think I would actually kind of be filling a gap in the market. I don't like using businessy words, but I think I would be. I think doing variety gaming challenges, there's quite a few people that do that. I mean, my biggest inspiration, Doug, for example, I haven't really seen much of that in the Binding of Isaac. I've seen some challenge content, but I think there's a lot of room and a lot of demand and not that much supply. I think I can definitely fit in there. So yeah, maybe it's not an untapped market, but I think it's like a lightly tapped market. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like the Kool-Aid man, and I'm gonna punch the market. I'm gonna break in. I'm gonna But that's coming in August, and for July, I'm just not gonna be here at all. And I guess I'll take a break because I mean, the past like year I've been doing a lot of stuff at once. So I mean, going abroad might be also a lot of stuff, but in a different way. That was my little update video, and expect from now on, well, there will be a big break, but after that, from then on, just Isaac content. So if you're not into that, I guess you can unsubscribe if you want. But I'll try to make them digestible for people that haven't actually played the game. I'll try to explain some basic stuff and stuff like that. Unless you're like literally just appalled by the idea of Isaac, then definitely unsubscribe. But if you're like, oh, maybe I'll watch it, then yeah. But yeah, I think a big problem was that people just. I think I was gonna mention this earlier, but I forgot. A big problem was people didn't know. Like, okay, let's say watch one video. We watched the Peggle video, right? And then the next video, I don't remember what was after that. Let's say Isaac, like, what if you don't like that? So you're not gonna watch that, and you're never gonna watch another one. You just liked Peggle. You were here for Peggle, and now you're not gonna watch any of my other videos. Because why would you? If I just do Isaac, then people that want Isaac watch one video, they're gonna watch the next one, and they're gonna watch the next one. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a better what do you call it? Formula, I guess. Yeah. Bye.